The atmosphere in the Kelce household was tense as Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce prepared for the arrival of their first child. Excitement mingled with anxiety, and while Taylor was buzzing with joy, Travis found himself grappling with unsettling thoughts. As he watched her glow during her pregnancy, an unexpected doubt began to creep into his mind. Was he truly the father of the baby? The idea gnawed at him, creating a rift that he struggled to understand. Travis had always prided himself on being open and communicative, but this was different. He loved Taylor deeply, but he couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. He remembered the whirlwind of events leading up to the pregnancy, the late nights, and the moments when Taylor seemed distant. Each time he tried to dismiss his worries, they would resurface, more persistent than before. As the due date approached, the weight of his suspicions became unbearable. One evening, after a long day of training and media commitments, Travis arrived home to find Taylor in the nursery, preparing the baby's room. The sight of her arranging tiny clothes and soft toys made his heart swell, but his doubts loomed larger. "Hey, can we talk?" he asked, trying to keep his voice steady. Taylor looked up, her eyes bright, but she could sense the gravity in his tone. "Of course, what's on your mind?" she replied, setting down the baby clothes. As they settled into the living room, Travis hesitated, searching for the right words. "I've been thinking a lot about the baby," he started, his heart racing. Taylor's expression shifted slightly, concern flickering across her face. "What do you mean?" she asked cautiously. He took a deep breath, his mind racing. "I just need to know. I need to know for sure that I'm the father." The words hung heavy in the air, and Taylor's face fell. "Travis, what are you saying?" she asked, her voice trembling. "You think I would?" He interrupted her, urgency in his tone. "I'm not saying that. I can't help but feel uncertain." Taylor took a moment to gather her thoughts, hurt flashing in her eyes. "I can't believe you would doubt me like this," she said softly, the betrayal evident in her voice. Tension crackled between them as emotions ran high. "It's not about you, Taylor. It's about me and my own fears," Travis insisted, frustration boiling over. "I love you, and I want to be there for you and our baby, but this doubt is tearing me apart." Taylor's heart broke at his admission, but she knew they needed to confront this head-on. "Travis, we've built something beautiful together. You have to trust me," she pleaded. In the midst of their heated exchange, Taylor felt a surge of determination. "If you need proof, let's get a paternity test," she said resolutely. The suggestion hung in the air, startling Travis. It was both a relief and a blow. He nodded slowly, realizing that this was the only way to put his fears to rest. "Okay, if that's what it takes," he replied, though the thought of it stung deeply. The next few days were a blur of emotions as they arranged for the test. Travis felt a mix of dread and hope, while Taylor struggled with feelings of hurt and betrayal. They both knew that the results would either solidify their family or shatter it. As they waited for the day of the test, their conversations became more guarded, the intimacy they once shared now clouded by uncertainty. When the results finally arrived, the atmosphere was charged with anticipation. They sat together in silence, the weight of the moment pressing down on them. As Travis opened the envelope, his heart raced. The words on the paper blurred as he read them, and a wave of relief washed over him. "You're the father," he whispered, his voice shaking with emotion. Taylor burst into tears, a mix of relief and joy flooding her system. "I told you," she said, her voice thick with emotion. In that moment, the doubts that had threatened to tear them apart melted away. They embraced tightly, the bond they shared reaffirmed by the truth. "I'm sorry for ever doubting you," Travis murmured, regret washing over him. "I should have trusted you completely." Taylor held him close, feeling the warmth of their love envelop them. "We'll get through this together," she promised, knowing that their journey was far from over, but their commitment to each other was stronger than ever.